The Budumburam Camp is famously noted to be a settlement for Liberian refugees who fled the Liberian War in the early 90s. Through the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, the Liberians were given a place to settle by the chiefs and people of Gomoa Fete, who are custodians of Gomoa Budumburam lands. After the war ended, most of them went back home, while those who opted for local integration into the Ghanaian society are still living in the Budumburam camp with their families. According to statistics from the Gomoa East District Assembly, over 14,000 Liberian refugees live in the Budumburam camp, while Sierra Leoneans are almost 500. The Togolese are less than 100. There are also 12 Sudanese living in the camp, while Ivorians have a population of 162. Ghanaians and Nigerians together also make a little over 19,000. Quite recently, there have been calls by the chiefs and people of Gomoa Fete for the camp to be demolished because they claim it harbors a lot of criminal elements. Through a press conference, the chief of Gomoa Fete gave government a 3-month ultimatum to demolish the enclave to make way for more befitting structures. In a letter cited by Citi News and signed by the district chief executive for Gomoa East, Solomon Dakokwam, it directed residents living in the camp to vacate the place to make way for a planned demolition exercise. The assembly says it has been necessary because of the high criminal activities happening in the camp, but the residents, mostly Liberian refugees, disagree with that. They indicated that they are not ready to vacate the Budumburam camp since that is the only place they call home.
And we are asking the government to intervene. We did not come here on our own. It was a refugees camp. They gave us to be in for the past 32 years. And we don't want problem. The 30th September, they're not issued to be discussed. Someone live in your community for 30 years. You're giving them 2 months to leave. And that is not the appropriate way to even go through. You have the requisite authority that are responsible for refugee management. Why couldn't you go to them? Oh, I don't have nowhere. I don't have a hometown in Ghana to go to. I don't have anywhere to go. All of my life has been here. So if it's on the 30th, we're waiting on the 30th. Maybe it will be the first of the kind. While I'll be sleeping, the caterpillar will come.
If you take me from here, can I walk by land to go to my country? I can't walk by land. So how am I living here? That's the question go to you that's standing in front of me, interviewing me. How do I live from here? The border is closed. And we see how part of people that I don't even know passing around putting poster on the camp. They are not even wearing Ghana police uniform. They are not even wearing army uniform. We don't know them. They claim this place to be a criminal harbor. They see criminal we know. It's the same people we seen put the poster all on the player. I think I'll show you evidence. There's one behind you there.
The camp is a government camp. Refugees don't own the camp, but this is our home. The land was given to us by the government of Ghana. Quote unquote, Ghana Refugee Board and UNHCR are the one who in charge of the 141 acres of land. And so these are the agencies we expect to even come or place kind of notice on the bulletin, but not that of the district. Seriously, districts are overlapping the function. I don't expect them to even come to this level. The government is responsible for their moving out. It should be well arranged and not under this kind of a particular notice. If it is done, they will be unfair to refugees.
I don't have place. I don't get nowhere to move. Since I came here in 1996, that in the house I've been from time to time. So I don't have nowhere. I don't even get money. Food stuff for me to eat, I don't get it. Then tell me they break the can and where they expecting me to go. I don't have nowhere to go.
I'm a single father. You can see my 2 children with me. Now you are telling us to leave at the end of this month or the 30th or next month. And any place you go now in Ghana here, you will see people will charge you 30 million single room. We'll just lay push. Where are we going to get the money from? Because many of us here are living here, we are now working.
And we don't know where next to go because some of us here will not get family back home. So we're trying to appeal to you people to come to our aid because some here we don't have family back home. Some people they kill all our family during the war. So we are staying here. Guess why you see some people here, maybe they get 1 or 2 things, but there are some people they are suffering. There's nothing, they don't have nothing, they don't even have food to eat, but They're taking everyone to be the same. So we are appealing to people to come to our aid because we are here, we are not the same.
I'm not ready to go back because I don't have nowhere there to sit. I don't get no horse. I don't get horse money. I don't know where my horse money what drove me from there to bring me here. Some of my children, I don't know what they are above. Okay, now I'm going back. Where are I going to establish with? Nothing.
The Budumburam Camp is not only home to Liberian refugees, but Ghanaians and Nigerians too, and they are not happy about the directive to vacate the camp.
40,000+ Ghanaians taking shelter here. Nigerians is a few number of people here. The refugees are here, and that is why this place is settlement. Many Liberians who are here has been here for over 30-something years, and many of them are born here. They have never been to Liberia before. In these their houses, that's where they grew up, and you want money, you just wake up and say you put them out. I wonder the catastrophe.
Well, me too, and the MC and Kano, go here, man, you could out to say, Master Sankora, because Doma Mikute, any Miankasa Mosia, Dimana Namia say, and I didn't meet my coto debut, mintimum quarantine dine. Intiminka say, to no more on baby, and from my, because here's a gun for Mr. Metua about hubby. Yes, the intiminka say, money yet, Juma, the here and your Obama baby over Yamaya.
District Chief Executive for Gomoa East, Solomon Dakokwam, says the planned demolition exercise will take place on the September 30th as planned, adding that they have had discussions with the Ghana Refugee Board and other relevant stakeholders that matter regarding the demolition of the place. He noted that the 141-acre land will also be used to the benefit of Gomoa East.
Yeah, there has been a very long, lengthy discussion between our office since I assumed office. Chiefs and opinion leaders plus the traditional council also held a press conference and virtually gave the government ultimatum, a 3-month ultimatum to come and pull down the place because of the crime situation in the camp. So upon some consideration, I think government has acceded to that request. Yes, till September 30th, we expect all occupants in that area to vacate the place and, as it were, evacuate all their belongings that they would want to, so they have some use for it. Otherwise, we assume they don't need them anymore. We have some plans for the area once it is cleared. We are looking at a befitting market with a good bus terminal or lorry station to move all those cars from the roadside. Considering the free SHS that Ghanaian children are all benefiting, we think that this is an opportunity for us to bring something like that to Budumburam residents so that their children too can have good quality secondary school education. So then we are looking at residential apartments for, as it were, maybe this affordable housing something.
On September 30th, 2021, all these structures you see around me will be demolished. The Gomoa East District Assembly, through a letter cited by Citi News, has asked residents living in this enclave to move from here to allow for demolition works. But the residents are saying they have nowhere else to go, and that government must intervene. Calvis Tete, Citi News, Gomoa Budumburam.